recap again lah what you have learned this week. Okay, so you have learned this is source transformation, right? So before that, what have you learned, guys? You have learned the superposition. All right, superposition, where using this superposition you need to calculate the current or voltage by turning off one of your independent source lah, and then you need to calculate the voltage or current one at a time lah. Okay, so that's superposition lah. Okay, so now, okay, you know that source transformation, just recap again lah before we do this exercise lah. Okay, for source transformation, you just need to transform the voltage or voltage to current. Okay, voltage to current or current to voltage by using the Ohm's law. All right, so if you have this voltage, you want to transfer it to current, so you know that I equal to V over R. But when from the current you want to transfer it for voltage, so V equal to IR lah. Okay, so you just need to remember this for source transformation. And then it is based on circuit lah, what the circuit asks you to calculate lah. Alright, okay. So now we go with this exercise, where this exercise asks you to find I node. So just look at your I node here and see how many sources that you have. You have 1, 2, 3. You have 3 source. So it's not all that the source you need to transform. It's up to your creativity lah to calculate for this value I node lah. Alright, okay, let's look the solution for this exercise lah. Okay, so so for this one, you can see that you have this circuit, right? So obviously from here, from this part, just look at this part, you know that this 6 and 3 ohm can be, it was parallel, and you can combine this value lah, combine this 6 and 3, so that you can calculate 6 parallel with 3, so then you can get 2 ohm. So that's why you have 2 ohm here, and then you need to transform this current source into voltage. So you know that in order to get the voltage value, V equal to I over R. So you already have the I, which is 5 times with the parallel of 6 and 3, you have 2, and then you can get the value for voltage source is 10 volts lah. So that's why for this part you have this 10 volts, and then this 2 ohm lah for this part when you transform this part lah. Okay, and then you also can combine this 4 and 1 ohm, so that you can get 5 ohm here lah. Okay. Okay, again, you look at this part here, you know that you can combine this voltage source and then make it and then transform it to current source lah. Okay. Okay, so let's say for this one, you know that this is the same directions, right? So you can just combine this voltage source, where you can have 10 plus with 5, which is you can have 15 volts, and then you have this 2 ohm. Then you want to transform this into this current source. So you know that current source equal to V over R. So you have your V, which is 15 over 2. So you have 7.5 ampere. So that's why here you have the current source of 7.5, and then it's going to be parallel with this 2 ohm resistor lah. Okay, from this part, then you transform it into this part lah. So you have this circuit lah. Okay, so look at here, you need to find, the question asks you to find the I node here. You know that you need to leave this lah, because you want to calculate this I node, this 7 ohm. But you know that this 2 ohm and 5 ohm is parallel together, and then you can combine the value for current source, which is this current source lah. You know that the directions of the current is the same, right? So you can just add the value lah, which is 7.5 plus with 3. So means that your current here going to be, the total current going to be 10.5 ampere lah. Okay, and then you combine 2 parallel with 5 so that you can get 10 over 7 ohm lah for these two. So that's why when you redraw again your circuit, you can get this circuit lah, where you have this both current current source. When you combine, you have 10.5 ampere, and then you have the parallel of 2 and 5 ohm resistor, so that you have this 10 over 7 ohm lah. And then you have this. So means that from this circuit, you know that you can use the current divider in order to calculate for this I node. So means that for this I node, you know that you can calculate uh, 10 over 7, right? 10 over 7 plus over 10 over 7 plus with 7 times with this 10.5. Okay, time 10.5 ampere. So that you know that the answer for I node is actually 1.7. So that's the answer lah for these solutions. Okay, so we have another example for this source transformation where the question asks you to find this Vx lah. So where is your Vx? So this Vx is here. So from this circuit, you might have a view what you want to transform lah in order to get this Vx lah. So what you can do, I think that you can transform these two lah, these two, and then you can calculate the value because you will left your circuit like this a loop, and then you can calculate for I, and then you can get this value for Vx lah. Okay, you might have that thinking lah. Okay. Okay, let's see how it works here. So, all right, so for this one, okay, obviously you can just transform this source and transform this source, all right? So, from this part, for this part, you want to transform this current source to voltage. So, you need to calculate for the voltage lah, V equal to IR. So, where you have I is 3 and then your R is 10. So you know that you can get this V equal to 30 volts lah, alright? And for this one, you have V equal to IR. So your I is 2Vx times with your R, which is 10. So you will have 20 Vx here lah. And then when you to transform, you know that this is the part lah. Okay, so you have transform for this part here. And then for this part here, you have transformed this lah. Okay, this part. Okay, so you have that. And then now you can calculate to get the I, and then you calculate to get the Vx lah. Okay, so this is actually the KVL law, Kirchhoff voltage law lah. When you know that the summation of voltage equal to 0. Okay, so you can calculate that. Just follow the current directions here, which is this way lah, this direction, which is clockwise lah. Okay, so you can start it from here, which is negative 40. Negative 40, you know that V, right? V equal to IR. Okay, for this part, obviously this one going to be I times with 8 lah. So that's why here you will have 8I plus a minus with, just started with here, just follow this sign lah. Okay, plus with 8I minus with 30 volts, 30 here, plus with 10I plus with 10I plus with 20 Vx lah, plus with here 20 Vx lah. Okay, 20 Vx, and then you know that your Vx is actually equal to okay, your Vx here equal to 8 times with I, right? So you can just substitute this value lah, 8I here. Okay, so that you can just calculate the value for I lah. Okay, so let's say negative 40, 70, and this one gonna be 8I here. So this one gonna be 160I. Okay, so you will have negative 70 plus with 8 plus with 10 and 10. How much you got for this one? 28 plus with 160. How much you got? How much you got, guys? Okay, so you have that with 8 plus 10 plus 10 plus with 160, you will get 188, right? Okay.
Yes.
Betul. 188i equal to 0. Okay. So then you can calculate for your I lah. So your I, when you calculate, you can get your I is actually equal to your I is 70 over 188. So you will get your I is equal to your I is equal to 0.3723 ampere, and then in order to get your Vx, you know that your Vx is equal to I times with R. So this I going to be this, and then times with your R, which is 8, and then you're going to get your Vx is equal to 2.978 lah. Okay.